If your IELTS exam is coming up and you are desperately trying to prepare, keep watching to find out how you can improve your IELTS writing score in 7 days. This strategy focuses on advancing your vocabulary. So, what I find about students is that they tend to repeat a lot of the same words over and over again in the same sentence. Don't do that. When you are brainstorming on your topic for your essay or your letter, you should be thinking of all the different phrases or synonyms you can use. Second, stop using informal words. These are words we use when we talk to each other, but they are not suitable for writing. For example, I'm gonna go now, or she flipped out. So today's topic is about exploring and adding verbs to your vocabulary that represent change. You might be asking, why change? Whether you are writing an essay or a letter, you have to talk about the cause, the effect of something, what's different, what's new, and what has changed. Having an arsenal of vocabulary to help you describe these changes can make a real difference in your writing. I'm going to be mentioning 7 specific words you should add to your frequently used word lists. Read these sentences with me and think about which word you can put onto the blank line. Just note, there might be more than one correct answer, but I will talk about the most common one. When we talk about change, students like to use the word change. All right, okay, so here's the first sentence. After blank to a new role within the company, employees may feel stressed and isolated at first. So here you can use the word changing to a new role, or another word you can use is transitioning to a new role. All right, now let's try this one. The city went through a blank phase after moving its city hall from the central to the west side of the street. Yeah, in this case, it's very difficult to use the word change. So I would recommend that you use the word transitional. All right, number 2, getting used to something. All right, so this is where we are using an informal phrase. So let's look at the sentence here and you can tell me what you think we can use here. Sentence number 2. When you first come to Canada, it can take time to blank to the new environment. A lot of students here like to use the word get used to. You can say adjust to the new environment or adapt to the new environment. These are both better words to use than get used to. Number 3, another form of change is disappearing, okay? Something is gone, it's out of sight. All right, so let's look at the sentence. As the ambulance drove away, the noise blank into the distance. Any ideas on which word we can use here? Yeah, you can use the word disappeared. Or if you find that you're starting to repeat yourself a lot when you're writing, you can try the word faded. It faded into the distance, right? There's also a different way you can use the word faded. So in this sentence, some laundry detergents make stain removals easier, but original colors also blank faster. All right, so in this case, when we're talking about colors, we can also use the word fade. Exactly. So colors also fade, just as noise fades. Okay? Excellent. Number 4. This is talking about different things. So we say it differs. Okay, it differs. So let's look at the sentence here. Your college fees blank according to the number of courses you pick. All right, so here, differs is actually not the right word to use in this sentence, okay? The correct word to use is actually vary. It means it kind of changes according to the number of courses you pick. All right? Another sentence for you to try. People's reactions to animal fur blank a lot, with some people complaining about allergic reactions. So in this case, again, we are talking about change. But we can also use the word vary. It varies a lot, okay? Excellent. The 5th one I have here, talking about decreasing the levels of something, okay? Decreasing. So in this case, the sentence says, parents should encourage children to blank the amount of sugar in their diet. Sugar, we know, isn't very good for us, so we should try to bring that amount down, right? So I see students often using, bring it down, decrease it, but the word that we should actually be using here is reduce. We should reduce the amount of sugar in our diets. All right. Here, I'll let you try this one. Bus companies had to blank the number of routes during COVID-19 due to lower ridership. Which word do you think we can use here? Yes, we can say bus companies had to reduce the number of routes. All right? Excellent. Do you like to use the word gets bad or gets worse? Well, these words again show a lot of informality, all right? So we want to try to replace them with a different word. So here's the sentence for you. Chronic illnesses may cause people's health to blank rapidly. So here, we are trying to talk about your health is getting worse, right? So what's a word we can use? It's called deteriorate. So chronic illnesses may cause people's health to deteriorate rapidly. All right? And I'll let you try this one. The region's conditions blank quickly when an earthquake struck the nearby town. So, which word can we use in this sentence? Yeah, so we can use the word deteriorate in this sentence as well, okay? So we can talk about a condition deteriorating. And in this case, why? Well, because an earthquake struck a nearby town. Finally, the last word that talks about changing something is the whole idea behind trading in, okay? Something. So in this sentence, coupons can sometimes be blank for free slices of pizza in the university cafeteria. So which word can we use in this sentence? Yeah, so another word for trade in, exchanged, okay? We're giving something and then we get something back in return. All right, excellent. So you're going to try this one. Keeping your receipt is a good idea if you ever decide to blank your shirt for a different size. Any guesses? Yes, you can use the word exchange. So keeping your receipt is a good idea if you ever decide to exchange your shirt. All right, so if you want to improve your IELTS writing score, you need to be mindful of your word choices. Here's my recommendation to you. First, copy down some of the words we talked about and the phrases that were used with these words. Number 2, practice writing lists of other words that mean the same thing. All right? Number 3, make sure you're using these words in the right situation. Don't use them out of context. All right, and lastly, test yourself frequently. When you're showering, try to remember a few of these words and how they were used in a sentence. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you can comment down below or subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.